We are live. Let's just see. So we're just going to wait for a couple of people to join in, but we are officially live. It's going out to the followers now. Hi, Alice. Hi, C. Webster. Hi, Lindsay. Right, welcome in to everybody. We are doing an access to higher education takeover today at Hugh Baird College. Today we're talking all things access to HE. So the access to HE course is all about giving you the knowledge, skills and behaviours that you need to get into university. At Hugh Baird, we offer the access to HE nursing and midwifery course, the health and social care course and the allied health professions course. So today I'm joined by a number of different students who've worked with us in the past, who've literally just completed their academic year and are going on now to study nursing, mental health nursing and occupational therapy with the University of Liverpool. So that's what we're discussing today. So first of all, I've been joined by two students. I've got Kerry Scott and Lisa Etherington, who were with us on our access to nursing and midwifery course this year. And we're going to just ask them some questions about the access to nursing and midwifery course. Lisa, how to enrol? You can come into the college between now and Friday and enrol on one of our courses. Enrolment's still taking place in our Balliol building in Bootle L20. So if you go online, you can actually complete an enrolment course online. Thank you for the likes, whoever's liking the live. I really appreciate it. If you can keep tapping that screen, I would really, really appreciate it. So yeah, you can come into the Balliol building. What course is it that you're looking to enrol on, Lisa? Hi, Izzy. What ones are available? Lisa, we have hundreds of courses. As I say, today we're going to be talking about getting into nursing, midwifery, health and social care professions and allied health professions. So if you were interested in becoming a nurse, a midwife, a mental health nurse, a paramedic, an occupational therapist, a physiotherapist, that's what we're going to be discussing today. But we do have hundreds of courses that are available to you. Health and social care or hair and beauty. So again, it would depend what level you would like to do, Lisa. We offer a number of different health and social care courses. Hair and beauty, I'm going to signpost you to the website because that's not my area of expertise, but you can go on the website and say we have hundreds and hundreds of courses available for all different people coming in. At your age, how old are you, Lisa? Lisa. So age as well. Age is not a factor, Lisa. So the course that we work with, which is the access to HE course, is for over 19s, but we have right up all different ages. Hi Sienna, welcome in. Oh, she said she's 45, Lindsay, thank you. I didn't see your comment back, Lisa. Lisa, 45 is not a problem. The other Lisa is currently waving her hands because she's the same age and she's just completed her access to nursing course and I will let her tell you what her next steps are. But yeah, 45 is not a problem. You're never too old to learn. And, you know, people who come on our course have taken a break in education and, you know, had their children and had jobs and things like that, and they come back to education later in life, and then we just give you all the tools that you need to keep progressing with the rest of your career into nursing, into midwifery, into whatever profession you want to go into within the health and social care realm. Any other questions before I hand over to these ladies? Hi Jamie. Hi Janine. Tap the screen. Hi Emily. Right, if there's no other questions, I'm just going to see if I can do not disturb this phone, and then we're going to hand over to the ladies here and talk about the course and how they found things. Hi Janine, how are you? Hang on 1 second, excuse my face right up next to you. Yeah, I'm back. Right, okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I've been joined today by these two lovely ladies. So if everyone can just say hello to Kerry and to Lisa. Right, so ladies, I know I've just introduced you, but do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the course that you've just done and what you're going into?
So hello, my name's Lisa Etherington. I have just done the Access to Nursing and Midwifery with Hugh Baird, and I'm starting John Moores on the 16th of September to do adult nursing.
Fab.
Hi, I'm Kerry, and I also done the same course as Lisa, Access to Nursing and Midwifery. I'm also going to John Moores on the 16th to do adult nursing.
How excited are you both?
I'm not going to lie, I'm dead anxious.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but not as apprehensive as before I started at Hugh Baird.
Got ya.
I can't wait, I just want to get going.
Yeah.
I want to get started.
Okay, so for the lady that said she was 45, is age a factor?
Definitely not. So I'm 45 too. So I'd been out of education for a long time. I'd done hairdressing and then decided I wanted to go and do nursing, which I'll be honest, I didn't think was achievable. But when I came to Hugh Baird and done my interview, Shell reassured me I'll be fine. And don't get me wrong, I was so nervous starting the course, and I couldn't even switch a laptop on when I started, and I've left with all distinctions. I couldn't have got any better marks. So if you're dedicated to the course and you're committed, with the help of the tutors, you'll smash it. You'll be fine. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Okay, so what about you, Kerry? What made you want to join the Access course?
I always wanted to do it, to be honest, to be a nurse, but I had my family first. So I got the third kid off to full-time school, and then she was out the way, and I thought, right, it's my time now.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than staying home cleaning up, I thought, you know what, it's time to go for it. So I enrolled, and I loved it. From the minute I started, I just loved it. And it's just been amazing, to be honest. And if I could come back and start it again, I would.
Obviously, your 60s, how that incorporates into the industry. I learned loads of other things as well. Obviously, there's a lot of legislation that goes hand in hand with the job role, but a lot of other things, like going back in time and like why the NHS was created and what was before that. And
it's a lot of theory, the theory side of it, isn't it? So you understand for when you go on to placements and stuff like that, so it prepares you. Yeah. So you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people have said that the Access course is very similar to your first year at uni. And those that done the Access course, the uni can tell the difference because the students are just so much more prepared, their academic work so much better. So you can just really tell the difference, so it's definitely worth doing.
May I also add, obviously I came to Hugh Baird, but I know students that were doing the same course as me, but in other colleges, and we got taught more because I was teaching other students from different colleges how to lay out an assignment. Bearing in mind, I couldn't switch a laptop on when I started, so I come in all smug, like, look what I've been teaching people. I was so made up myself. But they give you all the tools ready for uni. So a lot of the students in the first year of uni are going to not know how to reference or not know how to format their assignments, where we know how to do that. So we're like a little step ahead already.
And we didn't know how to do that at first.
Well, I didn't know how to switch a laptop on, so.
No. I didn't even know what a reference was when I started, but now I'm like...
No, I was just about to say that, because if you remember when you started and everything's a foreign language, everything's new, everything's learning. How did you feel when you were hearing, here's what you're going to be doing and here's what you're going to be studying?
It's like a different language. You don't know. You're like, oh,
I
no.
cried.
Yeah. It's overwhelming at first. I find.
Very.
Once you find your feet, I just think you can't go wrong as long as you dedicate yourself, because you've got to put the time in yourself.
Yeah, and you've got to come in. You can't do it from. There's no way I could have done it from like remotely online learning or whatever.
No.
You need to be in to ask them questions to your tutors, and not only that, you get so much support from your peers. You end up being like a dead dysfunctional family. Yeah, you do. You'd have like the mum, the crazy auntie.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm the crazy auntie, Kelly's the mum. And then like, you'd have all the kids, but but you're all just gel. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You all end up with the best of some mates.
I love
a good
that.
mix of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also it's better because if you turn up and you're in the lessons, you get context to a lot of things as well. So you get a lot of, like Shell won't mind me saying, but she's got a story for everything. So it's better because you learn context to the situations, you learn like the legislation, she can put it into practice for you, so she can say, well, actually in this instance, and it's so much better.
Yeah, it makes you understand it better because it's used in an everyday situation. Yeah.
Fab. Okay, so just let me answer this question from Lisa. Sorry, Lindsay, I've seen your comments. I'll come back to that in a second. So are you two going to uni or are you qualified? I'm just lost. So both of these ladies, Lisa, are starting university in 2 weeks' time with Liverpool John Moores to study nursing. So a year ago, they were not remotely about to start nursing. They've done an access to HE course with us. So they've learned about all the things that they need to learn, as well as being supported through their UCAS application process and their interview process with John Moores. So they'll be starting university to study nursing in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, ours is a year course, Lisa. So you'll do a year with us, and then we'll help you get the skills and the knowledge and everything else that you need to be able to apply for your nursing degree if it's a nursing that you wanted to go into. So I hope that answers your question. Cheers.
Can I just say as well that year course flies by.
Oh, it flew.
It went so quick. Like when you start, you think, oh my god, 12 months of this, how am I going to cope with this? Honest to God, it's gone within the blink of an eye.
Christmas comes around like that, doesn't it?
And then once Christmas is out the way, it's gone. Honest to God, it was so quick.
Was there any particular parts of the course that were particularly challenging? Like you mentioned there about Christmas. So you're both mums, you've both got lives and partners and houses and placements and jobs and everything else. How did you juggle around like the Christmas period and with the kids being off school? How did you manage the course?
It's time management, isn't it?
Definitely.
You've got to manage your time effectively, otherwise you're not going to get through it. There was a couple that left things till last minute, and the stress they went through, it was just unreal, wasn't it? But you've just got to be organised.
I found that if you started an assignment when you got it, and we got taught this by the previous students a week to tweak, so if you'd finished your assignment a week, you'd had that week to... Yeah,
it was so much better.
But we were always quite okay with our assignments. We were always, that's like Kerry said, you've got to manage your time. And I'm not going to lie, like I did fully commit myself to the course, and I'd done that for the 12 months. Like I made sure that the access was priority because I wanted to go to uni. I wasn't doing it for no reason. Like I wanted to do it to progress. So you've got to be committed.
You have. You've just got to give yourself the time, haven't you, to chip away at it. So the minute you get it, you can start it or write notes. Make sure your notes are on point. So when you come back to writing your assignment, your notes make sense, and you can just make a start on it. It's so much easier.
And like I said, it flies.
It does so
quick. Okay, so can you tell us anything about any additional support that you've had throughout the course?
There's quite a lot.
Okay. Kelly Parry, PDC.
Yeah.
There's not one person who can dislike Kelly Parry. She is such an angel. We absolutely love her. If I could pack her and take her home with me, I would.
What was she called? They call her Snow White.
Oh, she's
Disney princess.
Disney princess.
She is adorable, but she's there for absolutely anything. Even if you just need to chat, she's there. But she's also there for like all your financial advice, like travel passes. She does loads. UCAS. we wouldn't have been able to apply for UCAS and apply for uni if it wasn't for Kelly. She was amazing. She looked over our personal statements, gave us pointers. She's done loads for us.
Do you know, my first few weeks, I was over at Kelly's little office most mornings before coming in because I was just taking my laptop because obviously I was clueless. And she was like, I don't really know much, but she knows more than what she let on. And she helped me like so much. She was great. But not only that, we had, you could go to like see Fran for your referencing.
Yeah.
Then we had Nikki for the IT. Like if you're not sure of your laptop, she can show you where things are.
And Hugh in the library as
well.
He
was great.
We asked Hugh up the wall, and he had the patience to the same because we'd be like, we need references. So he'd just be like, what are you studying? And we'd give him the title of whatever it was, the assignment, and he'd just go and get us books, a big massive pile of books, and we'd just get all our references from the books in the library. Dead accessible, dead easy, and he's so helpful.
All the staff, to be honest, if you asked anyone is prepared to help you because everyone wants you to do well.
Yeah.
No one wants you to fail. So as long as you're committed, as I said before, you'll do it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Fab. Okay, so let me have a little look. So if somebody else, like Lisa's, I think Lisa's still there in the chat. If somebody was interested in joining the Access to HE course, the way that you said last year's students gave you tips and help and advice and everything else, what would yours be to this year's students coming in?
I'd write your notes and write them clear so they make sense to when you come back to them. When I first started, I'd jot down a few words, get home, and I'd be like, what does that say and what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they also put on half-term workshops as well that help with how to take notes effectively and how to take notes properly so they make sense to you. So that was really handy. So it's always worth coming into the workshops in half-terms.
Definitely. I used to as well, like, highlight, certain words. Like, if you're not great at taking notes, I'm not a very fast writer, but I'd highlight keywords and then I could go back and look them up and be like, okay, yeah, so that'll go in my assignment, or okay, I understand that now.
It's also good to bounce ideas off everyone in the class as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because then you get things from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Obviously. But definitely time management. Your time management's got to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to be committed. You've got to be committed.
You've got to turn up and be in the lessons. I think I was off one day in the entire thing, and I was up the wall being like, what did I miss? Because if you miss one lesson, you feel like you've missed loads because there's so much information. But you've got to turn up and you've got to be in the class, otherwise that's what happens.
Yeah. But it's laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's as long as you're committed, I think, and you're determined to get through the course, then
you've got to want it.
You'll be fine.
Okay. So what if someone was watching this and they're on the fence, they don't know what to do?
Do it.
Definitely. Like,
just do it.
Do you know what? If you don't, then you'll just be looking back and thinking, oh, maybe next year. No, just do it now. Just go for it.
It's a short course.
It flies.
When do we start? September till June?
Finished in June, yeah.
So it's not even a full year out your life, and then you've got it, and it's good for, is it good for 3 years still?
Yeah.
So even if you didn't want to go straight to uni, you've got 3 years to make your decision. But the way I think of it is, if you're already in the role and of doing it and doing the work, you might as well just go for it.
What I did as well, in between each like half term or your Christmas or whatever, I'd break it down. So right, I've got this many weeks till that, and that give myself a little break, a little headspace.
Yeah.
Even because I'd done the functional skills to do this. So when I was doing the functional skills and I got asked, what are you doing the functional skills for? I didn't go any further than what I was doing. Even when I was doing this course, oh, you're going to uni? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, because I couldn't look any further because it was too overwhelming for me. So I've had to do things in little stages in my own head, knowing where I'm going, but I couldn't say it out loud, if that makes sense. But yeah, so if you just break it down into little sections, I found that more manageable.
I suggest to-do lists, personally.
Oh yeah.
I live by the to-do list, don't I? Every morning I'd come in early before everyone, because I like settling myself in, and I'd write my to-do list for the day and just have a coffee before everyone come in. It was lovely.
I used to like to come early, only because we print off a lot of the work that you've done previous. So I'd come in and get my folder ready, print off the work, and then
you can look through your assignments that you've done previously as well then, especially for the new ones, so you can look at your feedback and make sure that whatever pointers you got in your feedback off your tutors, it was always constructive, so you just change that for the next one, so you didn't get a repeat of the feedback then.
Yeah, and use that information going forward as well, because all feedback you get helps you to progress in your work.
It's only to make you better, isn't it, for your next one?
Lovely. Okay. Anything else that you would like to add?
I don't think so.
I just would say, if you're thinking about it and you think, oh, I don't think I could do it, I'm telling you now, I done it. So if I could do it and get the marks I got, then honest to God, anyone can. As long as you're committed and that's what you want to do. Like, you can't come into it half-heartedly, because it's massive. Like, it is, and it is heavy. Yeah. But you'll feel amazing after you've done it and think, I've just done that. Because that's how I felt.
It's not, but it's bite-sized as well, I feel. So it's like in bits, so it's not a lot all at once. You just like, you get to Christmas and then you get to Easter, and then before you know it, you've finished. And if I can do it with 3 kids, 2 of which have got autism and ADHD, and I've got a husband who's, very needy, and a house and work and everything like that, and I've still had everything in early. I got full distinction profile and student of the year.
Yes, you did get student of the year.
I've just remembered.
Yeah.
So,
but that's a good point though, because a full distinction profile, for those that are listening in, your assignments are marked past merit distinction, and what you get depends on how many points that is worth. Now, the Access to HE course is worth a potential, I think it's 140 to 144, don't quote me, UCAS points. Now, just to put that into context, how many did you need to get in for nursing?
Did you need
112, but yours was 104, wasn't it?
But that's only because I was working in industry.
Yeah.
So because I was already a healthcare, I think they deducted a few points off mine.
Okay.
See, I hadn't worked in healthcare before that, so I got a placement at the Walton Centre to go alongside the course as a placement, and I just done 1 day a week for a few hours, and that's what gave me the boost.
And that was your hours, wasn't it? So obviously you've got to do some sort of, what is it like, either voluntary or as long as you're working in industry anyway, which I was working in industry, so and to be honest, the course as well helped me, because obviously you've got to write notes and stuff when I work on awards, so when I'm on awards, we've got a big massive safe
140.
144, I think.
There you go, 144.
So we got the most marks you can get for the course.
And like we both put that. Did you put the 5 unis down? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
We both put 5 unis. I withdrew 1, but I got 3 offers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Who were your other offers for?
Edge Hill and Chester.
Fabulous.
I got Edge Hill and John Moores, and then I withdrew. And then I got Wrexham as well, didn't I? Yeah. And then I withdrew from the other 2.
Okay.
So. Also, if you do come on the course, your open days for uni are like near enough straight away, and you're just like, I've only just come on this course. What uni?
Yeah.
But I went to every single open day. I booked 2 in one day and it didn't happen. But I did go to every open day because you need to know.
You've got to get a feel for the place, haven't you?
Yeah, because Kerry's heart was set on Edge Hill at first, and then she went to John Moores and changed her mind.
Yeah, it did.
But
it's worth it.
Yeah, you've got to just... This year is just all about getting yourself ready for that next step.
Yeah.
And just be so committed. And we've been told that this is harder than the first year of uni, so... There you go, if you can do this, uni will be a breeze.
And I didn't think it was that hard, I'll be honest.
Well, I cried at the start of the course because I was so overwhelmed, and I cried at the end because I was so bloody happy. So.
Right, okay, anything else to add, and I'll let you get off screen.
No, I don't think so. That's it.
Alright. Okay, right, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is go get the other 2, go work with holes. I'm just going to speak to this a minute. Thank you. Hi. Right, so I hope you found that helpful. If you're interested in studying the Access to HE course, you can get in touch with the college. So, as I say, on the college website at the moment, there is a link to enrol. It's not too late to enrol. There's www.hughbaird.ac.uk/clearing. So we're in our final little week. Hi, Penny. You all right, Penny? Lindsay, I love the open days and the free lunches. I bet you did. Where did you get free lunches? So we're just gonna hang on 1 second. Hi, Paula. Lindsay, I want to know where you got free lunches. Hi, Harv, welcome in. LJMU. I love that. Right, so for those just joining in, we are doing an Access to HE takeover today at Hugh Baird College. Let me see, can you put a link in the comments to enrol? I can't do that right now, Lisa, but literally if you go on to Google and put in Hugh Baird College enrol, it will take you to an enrolment link. Alternatively, you're more than welcome to call into the college. I say we've got people there at the moment who, that's what they're doing at the moment, is just enrolling people. You're obviously as well more than welcome to come and speak to either myself or Vanessa, we're the coordinators on the Access course. So you can feel free to get in touch with the college, give them your details, and one of us can call you and we can have a chat about it. So whatever you need, but yeah, there's loads of options. I can't put a link in right now because I haven't got the link saved to drop it in, if that makes sense. But as I say, Google's your friend. www.hughbaird.ac.uk/clearing, or literally go on Google and put in Hugh Baird enrolment, and that will take you to our link. And as I say, any questions at all, if you prefer to speak to a human, you're more than welcome to come into the college. As I say, at the moment, we've got people there every day until 3 o'clock tonight's actually our late night. I think they're there till 7, where you can go in and do an enrolment with the college. And as I say, if you've got any questions at all, myself and Vanessa are on hand all week to be able to ask your questions. We've actually got drop-in sessions for Access this week. When would it start? Next week, Lisa? Next week? So we've got nursing and midwifery taking place on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got allied health taking place on a Monday, Tuesday. We've got health and social care taking place on a Wednesday, Thursday. It depends on the role that you want to go into as to which one you would like to join. That quick. Lisa, when I tell you that we've been enrolling for a year, it sounds quick, we're doing this now. But we've been interviewing and actively enrolling for a while for nursing, midwifery, health and social care and allied health professions. What role is it that you want to go into, Lisa? Oh, Lindsay said it's the best thing she did. Oh, bless you. Hi, Trish. I love that so many of our former students are joining in the chat. So if you are in the chat, so I know Trish has just joined in the chat. If you are in the chat and you're a former student of our Access course, please make yourself known. Let people know. You just want to do nursing. Right, okay. So say you can come in and speak to us. Oh, there's Jeff. Yeah, there's Jeff, Trish. We're in the church building today, Trish, so yeah, we've got Jeff. I know Lindsay. I think, what's his name? What did you call him? Brian Bones. I just call everyone Jeff though, don't I?
That was his name. He was the part of the health and social care group.
They all called him Jeff.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's gone skinny now, not here.
Yeah. Yeah, Trisha, Jeff's losing weight because you're not here to keep feeding him. So, right, okay, so I'm going to get on with it because otherwise I'm just going to keep laughing with our students. So, for those just... Lindsay says hi, Vanessa. Hi. So, for those who are just joining the chat, we are doing I'm in the gym. I can hear it in the background.
I must admit to
Trish, we need to have a conversation. Anyway, right, so for those just joining in the chat, we are doing Access to HE takeover today on the Hugh Baird social media. So for those of you that don't know, the Access to HE courses are access to higher education. Here at Hugh Baird, we offer nursing and midwifery, health and social care professions and allied health professions. So if you wanted to go in to do nursing, midwifery, mental health nursing, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, social work, there's a wide range of different career opportunities that are open to you. And what we do is bring you onto the course. We teach you a number of different topics that will support you to progress into your chosen university. So some of our students this year have had offers and secure places with John Moores University, Edge Hill University and the University of Liverpool. So now we've just had the ladies in who've spoken to us about the Access to Nursing and Midwifery course, and now I'm joined by two other individuals, one of which studied the Access to Allied Health Professions and the other did the Nursing and Midwifery, but to do mental health nursing as opposed to generalised adult nursing. So I'm going to spin the camera around and let them introduce themselves. Right, guys, there we go. Right, so if you'd both like to introduce yourself, who are you, what did you study and where are you going?
I'll go first, it's always in right. Hi, I'm Neil. I studied nursing and midwifery, and I'm going to be a mental health nurse in John Moores University in 2 weeks.
My name's Emma. I done the Access course in Allied Health Professionals, and I'm going to uni off to do occupational therapy in 2 weeks as well. Yeah.
Fab. How are you feeling about going to uni?
Can't wait.
Petrified.
Oh my God, what a difference. Can't wait. Petrified. Right, okay. So, Neil, tell us what made you want to do the Access course in the first place?
Because I'm not getting any younger, and I really wanted to do something different in my life. I've always had a thought of doing nursing, but never really got round to doing anything. And then, this friend of mine, she did a couple of years ago. She's now a mental health nurse as well.
Amazing.
She did her Access course here. So between that and my mum and different things pushing me, may as well try something different. And here I am, qualified. Not qualified, but got me my Access course. Starting in 2 weeks. So if I hadn't done it, I'd still be sat there doing nothing. So,
Fab. Okay, what about you, Emma? What made you want to join?
I wanted a proper career. I've always worked in the hospital. It's all I've known, so I've seen from top to bottom. And I just love being on the wards, working with the patients. And I thought the time's going to pass anyway, whether I'm working towards doing a proper career or whether I'm sitting at home or going to work. So, I've always been interested in sort of hands-on rather than admin. So, I just thought come to college, do something better, get a good career, and make the kids proud as well, do something for the kids.
Okay, so you mentioned there about kids and stuff, and we've had people in the chat asking questions about as an older student and like could I do it at my age. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you both?
34.
34?
41.
Right, okay. How was it coming back into education at an older age, a less traditional route?
First week was terrifying. First couple of weeks was still a bit nervous, but once it's like, nah, you can do it, like, and obviously the support from you guys was quite helpful as well. Well, obviously not just helpful boss, but it was that kind of just getting back into it. It took a little bit of time, but once it was there, it was like actually with having a bit of life experience, it was able to put a lot of extra things. When I was doing essays, I actually had life experience to put into them, and already had pre-knowledge. It's things that you're just going to know from living your life that are going to be tools that are going to be able to get you through this. Yeah. And also, I knew I wanted it. But if I had done this 20 years ago when I left school, I'd have just been, I can't probably say what I'd say on camera, so, but you can imagine. But obviously being a bit older, it actually made me sit down and do the work. Yeah. Because I knew I had to, and I wanted to. It was a choice rather than just the next step, because this is what we do. Yeah.
Got ya. What about you, Emma? How was it for you coming back as an older student?
Oh my, yes. In the beginning, same, petrified. But the help's there if you're willing to put the work in. the tutors will go above and beyond. And I mean, that's my personal experience. I think everyone on our course would say pretty much the same. I think sometimes I've got really bad imposter syndrome and I'm like, I can't do it. And the tutors are there saying, no, you can, and this is how you're going to do it. Yeah, it is difficult, and it is, you know, it's not an easy course to do. It is full on, but we all done it, and we all got through together, didn't we?
That's it. Having done laugh at everybody else gets you through. If someone's having a bad day, someone have a laugh and cheer them on.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your favourite thing about the course?
As in subject or just general?
Both.
I think my favourite subject we did was the history of social care in Britain. That was absolutely, I love that. Luckily it was one of my first ones, but yeah, Beverage Port learned all sorts. I absolutely adored that one. But my favourite part of my being was generally just being with everybody else. It was just nice having other people there wanting to get through it, which is. I think, I don't know if that's a bit corny way of saying one of the highlights, but it was other people there.
Okay. Bob, what about you?
We had a good group, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we were mixed. I didn't do some of the subjects that nursing do, so we done mental health. They didn't do that on nursing, and that's one of the topics that I didn't think I'd enjoy, to be fair. I didn't really think I'd want to go down a sort of mental health route, but then the career that I want at the end will have a lot of mental health in it, I think. And everything comes together. There's the subjects that you learn, you think it's got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to, like, what am I going to do with communication essays? And then you're writing them and then you're like, hang on a second, like, I can bring my work into this. And yeah, like you said, life experiences, it does make the course not easier, makes it more, what's the word? You just know some of the...
It goes back to those transferable skills though as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You've done it. It's just literally putting your mind onto the paper.
Yeah.
So yeah, mental health, really interesting.
Fab. Okay, so when we talk about, like you just mentioned there, about the Beveridge Reports and things like that, and you learn a lot of theories and laws, and to anybody who's watching this thinking, oh my life, they are speaking a foreign language, they're dead clever, I could never do it.
Didn't know before I started.
Say that again.
I didn't know before I started.
Right, okay. Because that can be overwhelming, like if you think back to your first week and we start talking about all the topics that you're going to learn and how many assignments you're going to do and Harvard referencing and formatting and spacing, it can be a bit overwhelming. So if somebody was listening to this thinking, there's no way I could do that, what would you say to them?
You can.
You can, give it a
You
go.
can do it.
If you don't try, you won't find out. So if it doesn't work out, there's always other things. And I know, like, the tutors gave help to people who the course might not have been fully suitable for, and gave them other avenues. So if you don't give it a go, you're not going to find out.
Yeah, I think the support's there as well, not just from the tutors. I think we had Kelly, didn't we?
Kelly's boss.
Personal development coach. She was fab. She was my little printing buddy. She'd print all my work off because I'd go through and mark it all myself, and I'd be like, oh, hang on a second. And then Kelly was just there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was like
I go over and do a lot of
diamond.
work in the other area because it's got like a little quiet area, and Kelly sits there. She's always boss, just to have a little quick chat with, and then go back to work.
You can just checking it.
If you're easily distracted, use Kelly.
Yeah.
She will just get you working. In that room, you won't get away.
Yeah. She's fab. We love Kelly.
So you've just mentioned there about the university building. So if you're based in one building, is that where you necessarily live, or?
No, I lived in the university building. That was where my afternoon. Well, if I had the day off, I get distracted. If I have a day off, I'd sit alone and watch the telly, do nothing. So I came to uni where I was in the same setting all the time. But there's a building where you've just got a room full of quiet room, full of computers, and it's all the people just cracking on with work.
Yeah, I was the same. They've got little tables as well outside of the library, it's the computer room. They've got little pods there. So if that gets too much people, sometimes you do get tutors talking in there. If you literally need it dead quiet, there's the pods. And I did use them a lot. I think we lived in the uni at some point, didn't we? I'd see Neil and we get to a coffee.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point, because at Hugh Baird we have so many different buildings, and once you're a student of Hugh Baird, it is very much inclusive. You can go in and out of any building, can't you, really? Like, we're in the church today, but you guys, your lessons were in Balliol, but you'd go to the university building if that's what suited you for your quiet study time.
Libraries, I think it is.
Yeah, well, just got a new one up here as well.
It's a fourth library.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, someone's liking the live, so I can see we're still here. Fabulous. Right, so yeah, so we've got in the church building where we are today, it's our healthcare library now. So because Access is moving over here and health and social care is here, so all upstairs in this building is all the healthcare books.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. No, Hugh.
Hugh's still on hand.
Cool
He's
stuff.
still there.
Hugh's a legend.
So for those that don't know, who's Hugh?
The man who runs the library.
Yeah, you'll get an email off you at some point
Yeah.
saying you need to retain the books.
And literally, the minute you step foot in the library, he's like, how can I help? What
Yeah,
do you
how
need?
can I help? What do you need?
What's the topic?
Yeah. Guys are
And
legends.
you'll literally go and find it, give you a, make sure it's okay.
And then look things up that are close to it, because I was looking
Yeah.
for something that they didn't quite have, and then he went on his supercomputer and went and found something that was relevant,
Yeah.
and I could use that as well as. So he's a boss.
Fab. Love it. Right, let's see. So what about guest speakers and enrichment opportunities?
Every other week.
Yeah, there was a lot of people coming in. I think what I found the most interesting for me was other students coming back in and telling us what it was that we didn't have this, did we go live?
We had ex-students, we had
Ex-students,
people,
yeah.
there was people from John Laws came in, Hugh Baird came in. We had
Yeah.
mock interviews where we got to go down on
People from
interviews.
professions as well that we wanted to do came in. We had like external companies coming in, didn't we?
Basically, if you'd asked for it, I think you could have got anyone
Yeah.
coming in. If you'd have asked for it, we could arrange it. We pretty much got everyone.
We had everything that we needed. Yeah.
Fab. Okay. Let me see. So additional support you've already discussed. Is there anything else that you'd like to add on to?
Generally, just do it. Just that, if you're thinking about it, just don't think about it anymore. Just go and sign up now, because it's well worth doing.
Yeah.
Best thing, probably genuinely one of the best things I ever did for myself. If not the best thing I've done for myself.
Okay, right, let me see. So have we got any... I'm just going to turn you around just a little bit so I can see the chat. Have we got any questions in the chat? Oh, Kerry's there and answering questions. Thank you, Kerry. Right. I'm just turning around so it's not just on your face, Emily, you poor thing.
That'd be on my face.
Right, okay. Does anybody have any questions about the course before we end the live? Because I've missed some of the chat while the guys have been speaking. Or have you got any questions for our previous students? I'm sure they'd be happy to answer. Let's just see if I can scroll up. Trisha said, best thing I ever did, Shell and Vanessa are amazing. I start mental health nursing in 2 weeks. If you have any doubts, if you're a single mum or 3 or 43, you can do it, you defo can. And she also said, shh, when you mentioned the other thing. Yeah.
She did.
Right, so does anybody have any questions at all before I let you all go? Right, so if you do have any further questions that you'd like to ask us about the Access to HE course at Hugh Baird, enrolment is still taking place. You are more than welcome to get in touch with the college. You can go online and complete an enrolment form. You can come into our Balliol building. When you walk in, to the right, you've got the pod with a lot of people there ready and willing to answer all the questions that you could possibly have about any of the courses that we offer at Hugh Baird. As I said before, somebody asked before about different courses. There are hundreds. Go online, have a little look about what's on offer at the moment. Anything to do with Access to HE, please feel free, contact the college, give them a call, ask to speak to myself, Michelle or Vanessa with regards to the Access to HE course, and we'll look forward to hearing from you soon. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to end the live. Thank you all so much for joining, and thank you to our previous students who've been in the chat and been with us today. Thank you to Emma, thank you to Neil, thank you to Kerry, and thank you to Lisa and to Lindsay in the chat. Lindsay, I'm going to get you on the next one and we'll get you in with the students next week. So you asked for it, right? So